Yeah, there's been a lot of discussion about the COVID Safe app. Well, it's out now, so we can look at it in detail and see what the real story is. So how does it work? How do we use it? And the big question is, what does it do with the data that it's got? They're the things that we'll be talking about. So when you first download the app, what you need to do is to register yourself. This is actually very similar to what you'd be doing with myGov or myGovID or any of those sorts of things that you register with the government anyway. That information is the only information which is sent off to the servers for recording, so that it connects you to that particular phone and can do whatever it does. So that's the registration process. And really, that's about all you need to do by way of setting the app up. The big question that people have is what happens to the contact data. So when your phone is near somebody else and picks up that they're there, what happens to it? Now, as I said, the registration data is all that is stored on the server itself. Everything else, all the contact data, is stored on the app itself inside your phone. So how does it do that? Well, the app is running over Bluetooth, as we said, and every minute it springs to life and says, are there any COVID safe apps running on Bluetooth near me that I can pick up? And if it does, it takes a note of the registration number of the person in that, not their name, their phone number or anything else, just their registration number, and it stores that in short-term memory. So it's only once a minute, it's not on continuously, just once a minute. A minute later, it wakes up again, says, who else is here? And if it gets the same registration number again, it records that, and it keeps doing that. And if after 15 minutes it's still got that same registration number in there, it says this is the contact, and moves it from its short-term memory into the full memory of the COVID Safe app, and it keeps a hold of that then for 21 days. That's 14 days for the incubation period, plus another 7 to handle the diagnosis. So at the end of the 21 days, there shouldn't be any need to hold on to that registration number anymore. So it disappears automatically after the 21 days. So sooner or later, they should all disappear off the phone without anything having to happen yourself. Just on its own it goes. So what happens next? Hopefully nothing. If you happen to be one of those rare people that does end up with the virus, and we hope not, that medical people that you are dealing with you will then ask if you've got the app, and if so, can you notify the people who you've been in your contact area. So to do that, you need to log back in. It's a two-stage process, a multi-factor authentication which is required, so you just can't put your password in, you've got to go through an authentication process as well, and then that is authorising the last 21 days worth of contact data to be sent off to the server, and then those registrations are backtracked to the phone number, which is then used to contact the people that you have been in contact with. So that's it. That's how the data is handled and how the whole lot is managed. In the end, out of all the people that you come across, I think it's pretty unlikely that many of them will end up being captured inside the app. I'm guessing really the only people that will be recorded as a registration on your COVID app will be those in your household that you would ordinarily have a lot of contact with. So I reckon the COVID Safe app is pretty good to go.